What's up, rock stars? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a talk through tutorial on this look right here. It is super fun, totally out of the box. Definitely not something that I would wear every day, but since spring is here, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and create something super fun and colorful. So I came up with this kind of cotton candy play eye look, and I hope you enjoy. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so to start off, we are going to prime our eyes, and I'm using the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And we're just going to put this all over. And then we're going to set that with the NYX HD Translucent Finishing Powder. Even though this is a translucent powder, it's still going to help hide my veins a little bit because there is pigments in it. I'm going to take this shade by Makeup Geek called Creme Brûlée, and we're going to use this as our transition shade. And as per usual, we are just going to sloppily lay this down using both little circles and windshield wiper motions. Okay, and now we're going to go in with our first pigment. This is Makeup Geek's Mood Ring. Now we are going to be using our second pigment. This is also by Makeup Geek in the shade Chameleon. Okay, so now that we've got this super crazy looking kind of eye going on, we're going to take the brush that we used with the Creme Brûlée shade, and we're going to blend everything out. And I will pick up some more Creme Brûlée after I've blended a little bit to make sure everything is nice and seamless. Okay, so now we've got this still kind of scary looking, crazy colored eye, and the blue Chameleon pigment has gotten all over the place. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of face primer and some Q-tips, and I'm going to clean up the edges. Okay, so now I've got the edges all cleaned up. My under eye area still has kind of a like greenish tinge to it. It's because of my dark circles not mixing well with the blue shade that we have in the crease and the outer V, but more makeup will fix that. Next, I'm going to take the NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Via Venito. I'm going to use this to tightline my upper waterline. Okay, and once we've got that done, we're going to give the lashes a quick coat of mascara. We are going to go in with falsies, so just whatever mascara you have, go ahead and use it. Okay, so we are going to move on to the face and come back and finish the eyes in a moment. First, I'm going to start off by priming, and I'm going to be using the Smashbox Primer Water today. Take a nice bath in that. And then, because I'm an oily beast, I'm also going to go in with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer in number 1 Mattifying. And this we're just going to put on the areas that I'm oily. So, in my T-zone, chin, my forehead. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Ivory. And I'm using my Beauty Blender to apply this all over the face. Just like normal. Nothing fancy. I'm going to be taking this Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, though, under my eyes right now. This corrector is phenomenal. I love this. It was in a favorites video not too long back that I will leave down below for you if you are interested. And I have to say, this is probably going to become holy grail for me. And now that that's done and we're all nice and bright, we're going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm. This is my all-time favorite concealer. It's almost time for a new one. Okay, and then again, we're going to take the Beauty Blender and we are going to blend all of this out. Now I'm going to go in with the NYX HD finishing powder. This is in the Banana shade. And I'm going to go ham with it on my brush to set that under eye concealer in place because I am oily. And this will break apart and crease throughout the day if I don't set it very, very carefully. So I always use a lot of powder to set, and then I will use finishing powder, or not finishing powder, makeup setting spray or Fix Plus to help make my face not look so cakey. Okay, and now I'm going to take the same powder just in the translucent shade, and on a big huge fluffy brush I'm going to set the rest of my face. And I'm going to take Makeup Geek's Shimma Shimma eyeshadow and use it to highlight my brow bone and my inner tear duct. Looking in the viewfinder just to make sure that they're even. And then because our lids are so crazy and out there today, I'm going to do something really, really subtle on the lower lash line and just use some Creme Brûlée on a pencil brush. Just to add a little something down here, but nothing too crazy and intense. I'm going to take that NARS liner again and I'm going to use it to line my lower waterline. Because my eyes are watering so bad, I'm going to wait on the mascara for my lower lash line and we're going to do some falsies. I'm going to be using these ones by Velour. These are in the style Complete. These are the Silk Lashes from Sephora. Okay, so I'm going to take the light contour shade in the Lorac Pro Contour Palette, and I'm going to use this to contour my face. And I'm using the brush that comes with the palette to do it. It does not look this harsh in person. Just so you know. Then I'm going to take the medium contour shade in the same palette to blend all of that out. Okay, so because the contour did get a little muddy when I blended it out, I'm actually going to take the Beige Highlight shade in the palette, and I'm going to use that to bake right underneath my contour. Most people use loose powder for this. I find that the pigmentation in this palette is just as good, if not better, than a loose powder for this particular technique. Then for blush, we're going to use this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Celebrated. It's a really pretty baby pink. It's going to give me a really nice natural flush to the cheeks, especially when we use a synthetic brush like this one. And then for highlight, we're going to be using the Mary LouManizer by The Balm, and this is from the Manizer's Sisters palette, which I believe you can only get at Kohl's. That's where I got mine, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. And then just for a little extra added oomph, I'm going to take my brush with no additional product and just use a little bit more Fix Plus. And go over the top of that highlight so that you are truly glowing in the dark. And then I'm going to take my stippling brush and just kind of buff everything out. So it looks a little bit more natural. There's nothing natural about today's look, but we will try, right? And then for lips, we're going to be using the NYX Pencil Lipliner in the shade Natural, and the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in the shade Peony. A good tip for lipsticks that are formulated like these or liquid lipsticks is to give them a really good shake before you apply them to make sure that they are the best consistency possible. Alright, Rockstars, so that completes the look for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, definitely click on the link down below to stay up to date on what's going on in my beauty corner of the world. And let me know in the comments down below what other super fun spring-inspired looks you want to see this season. Love ya!